Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. I have a shirt on that resembles straws. Somebody said that in the comments. I always think you're wearing straws. Someone said that, I think, in the comments, or sent me. Somebody said it somewhere. I'm here with the miserable liberal, Steph Zamorano. Hi, Steph.
Hello, Jimmy.
Boy, I wish I looked half as good on camera as you do. That camera is amazing.
Yeah, I think it's like a youth deceiver camera.
It is. That camera
like
is unbelievable. Everybody looks good on that camera. All right, except me. Watch. Anyway, let's get to this.
We'll end it.
So we're watching the Houston. We're on the news. We're watching the news about the Houston flood, which it's biblical proportions, and this happened during Katrina too. Well, let me just show you. So this is a guy, anchor for the ABC there, Tommy Lamas. He says, breaking. We're witnessing looting right now at a large supermarket in the northeast part of Houston, and police have just discovered a body nearby. I don't know if you noticed, but the person underneath him tweets, responds to him. This is the news guy. Responds to the news guy. A guy named John Burns responds to the news guy, says, looting a supermarket in a flood is also known as getting food. They're looting a supermarket. Yeah.
I think the breaking news part is discovered a body. Like,
yeah,
you think that would be the breaking news part? You would
say, you think you would lead with the police have discovered a body, and people are and desperate people are now getting food at a local supermarket that's flooded also. Here's another tweet of his. We informed police of the looting, and Coast Guard is flying overhead. Multiple officers now on the scene. Well, thank God. Thank God you guys stopped those people from grabbing a loaf of bread in the middle of a biblical flood. Thank God. They just went into a supermarket and there's no employees around to give money. So they shouldn't take it. What the F? So people started to immediately give the guy guff about it, which they should. And he tries to backtrack. Let me be clear.
No.
Let me clear this up. We were with police who had discovered a dead body and mentioned we saw people with faces covered going into a supermarket nearby. We saw your tweet. We know what you said. You said you saw people looting a supermarket and you notified the police. Now he's like, no, we were with the police already.
Let me finish.
Let me finish. You seem pretty concerned about that supermarket. We informed police of the looting. We. Not that the police were with us when we discovered. We informed the police. And now the Coast Guard's flying overhead. We got the cops out here to stop that food looting in the middle of the biggest flood since Moses. What is wrong with that guy? And then, of course, he knows he's wrong, and that doesn't make any sense. Let me clear this up. Let me clear this up. I saw the tweets. We saw what you said. So anything, Steph, on that?
I just think it's funny. And mentioned we saw people. We just mentioned it. It wasn't a big deal. I didn't, it happened. I happened to see people. It's the worst storm ever. Right?
This guy's notifying police of people stealing food from a supermarket in the middle of the Moses flood. So this goes to another point, a larger point. This was noticed during the Katrina, which was in 2005, I believe, Katrina. This was noticed by people during Katrina, the difference between a black person taking food and a white person taking food. How the press describes them. So this was noticed back then. You notice at the top here, this is Associated Press, and there's a black guy, and it says, you want to know what it says? It says a young man walks through chest-deep floodwater after looting a grocery store in New Orleans on Tuesday. August 30th, 2005. Floodwaters continue to rise in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina did extensive. So there's the Associated Press from Tuesday, August 30th, 2005. A young man walks through chest-deep floodwater after looting a grocery store in New Orleans. So that's a black guy, and when he's in chest-deep water with food, he's looting. But if you look lower, it says two residents wade through chest-deep water after finding bread and soda from a local grocery store.
You got to be kidding me.
So you see the difference, right? So in the middle of a hurricane and flooding, people are going to go to supermarkets and try to get food. And if you're white, they're going to say you found it. And if you're black, they're going to say you looted it. And if you're a news guy, God damn it. What do you think?
Well, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking that those people were actually releasing the food.
Oh, maybe they were releasing, helping release, like we're releasing the
minerals in Afghanistan.
We're helping release the wealth in Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
They're helping release the food.
Yes.
So, it's really so that by the way, this caused a controversy in 2005, which I didn't hear about until now. And then someone tweeted out that picture, and I've looked it up, and that was true. There was a big controversy about that. The photographers themselves were allowed to caption their photos, and so they gave convoluted reasons of why they said the things they said. So there you go. Tom Lamas, we informed police of looting and Coast Guard is flying overhead. Good for you. Good for you, Tommy Lamas at ABC News. Breaking. There's looters taking food. Anyway, maybe you should cut their hand off. Huh? What do you say we cut people's hands off for taking food? They're looting. Yeah, they're not looting a TV. Okay? They're taking food they're going to eat today. You know why? Because they don't have a house anymore. Anyway. So, it's nice that even during a Moses-type flood, the racism never takes a day off. And Tommy Lamas.
Can I just point out?
I mean, yes, you can point out.
The idea that he wants to report on this when in Galveston off the coastline or right there in their coastal area, that there are all of these corporations that have these really sensitive chemicals that...
Right. Steph, there's a lot of horrible... You want to talk about looting? How about how the fossil fuel industry looted all our natural resources and didn't fix Houston so it doesn't flood like this? You know, they call Beaumont, that area is called the Golden Triangle. Why? Because that's the first place they found oil in the United States. And they took all the profits from the oil and they reinvested in infrastructure, except they didn't. That's why Houston floods like this all the time. Oh, by the way, the fossil fuels caused climate change, helped to cause climate change, and now this is the result, and there you go. Okay, remember, looting a supermarket in a flood is also known as getting food. Hey everybody, we have 2 live Jimmy Dore shows in September. September 25th, we're in San Diego, and September 18th in Burbank, California. Get your tickets right there. There's a link right there.